Welcome to Giggles with Chloe, a little corner of the internet where I share my ideas, whatever goes through here and comes out through here, and kind of to track my thoughts about certain subjects, things I think of today that will maybe be different tomorrow. Who knows? Because I evolve every single day I grow, but I just kind of want to track them down. And today I have been thinking about how this idea that we have to function in the box of an aesthetic, and whatever we do outside of that aesthetic is cringe or weird. I think it's so limiting. I've been feeling like through a whole, part of my growth, I was really like, I'm the eldest sister. Just stating that out there. And see, when I say I'm the eldest sister, you're already thinking, okay, she's like organization, this. But do you know what? I'm so not organized. Do you know what? I try to be organized. I enjoy being organized, but I also enjoy being very messy. Look at that, you know? And there are just it's like you have to identify with a certain part of society, like the clean girl aesthetic, the island girl aesthetic, the this girl aesthetic, whatever aesthetic you're looking for or that people put onto you, you unconsciously make all the decision through that lens. And I think it's really good. It's really good to be like, okay, I desire to be this, then I'm going to follow all the ideas that lead me to being this, you know. But I don't think it's good when it's like, oh no, people see me as this person. If I do this, that means that I'm going out of character. And they're going to think it's weird. And I am weird. And I think spiraling into that's when it becomes like unhealthy. And unconsciously, we do it. I have found myself at so many times, like at work or at school, being like, oh no, even at home, like people see me as this serious girl, as the responsible child, as, you know, someone who thinks before speaking, someone who never gets angry, someone who's super soft, someone who doesn't giggle with her teeth out like this, someone who always says yes, someone who never says no. And so whenever I say no, I feel like I'm going against character, but that is literally a human right. It's my right to decide if I want to say yes or no. It's my right to, and so I feel like lines are kind of blurred here, and I think something I've really, really, really learned to redeem is myself. As in, I allow myself to be any aesthetic I want. If today I want to dress up as, I don't know, an island girl, I will. If tomorrow I want to dress up as the boss girl I am, I will dress up as the boss girl I am. If tomorrow I want to go out clubbing, I will go out clubbing. If it's true to my values, if it's true to what I desire, if it's true to, what I feel in the moment, I will do it. I will do it. Even if people think, oh my goodness, Chloe is the type of girl who stays at home all day and reads her book. Yes, I am surrounded by books. Yes, I love reading. I also love doing so many other things. And I think that's the beautiful thing in life, is that life is not constant. You have constant things, constant rituals that you decide to keep to yourself because it's what makes you thrive. It's what makes you live and renew your mind, in order to be actually able to discover other things, to keep this interest, to keep this wonder, to keep it all whimsical, And so, I kind of want to encourage us to get out of the box, do things that actually you think people wouldn't see you doing. And I know it's scary because you're like, oh my goodness, if I actually do this and I mess up, people are going to think I'm cringe. Well, you know what? So be it. I mean, so be it. Well, yeah, I'm cringe. I'm always cringe. I'm cringe. So what I just did there? That was cringe. And what do you want me to do? I'm actually happy. I'm free. At least I do whatever I want to do. At least I am free of doing what I want to do. And from the moment people think you are cringe, you have won it all. Why? Because nothing else can be cringer than what you just did, So, I mean, anyhows. Sorry, I'm getting all excited. This is very thrilling. My stomach has butterflies. But yeah, I want to remind myself and whoever needs to hear it that being someone you think you shouldn't be is something. Being someone you want to be is something else. And I think we connect being someone with one word. But no, being someone, being you is so many things. So that's why I'm like, do I believe in the idea of introverts, extroverts? I do. I believe that there are some people who love recharging alone and some people who love recharging with people. So that is, yeah, theoretically, that's that. But I feel like we're all everything. We are all, because we're all human beings, you know, there's not one human being that goes around this world without getting angry once. Like, there was this moment where, you know, I love being happy. I love being in love. I love being, you know, just like present and everything for people. And I'd have these questions like, Chloe, do you ever get angry? Like, I would never imagine you being angry. And without realizing it, it kind of put this thing in me where I was like, I shouldn't show them me being angry because then they wouldn't like me anymore. You know, I wouldn't be that soft girl they see in me. But actually, I'm human and I do get angry. I do get excited like I am right now. I do get super crazy sometimes. I do get very, very calm sometimes and so tired. I do sometimes go to sleep and I do eat sometimes as well. Oh, and I drink sometimes, just sometimes, you know. Anyhows, I think it's so important to remind ourselves that we are not what people think we are. We are what we think we are. Once you have put your mind to being, I am this person today. I want to be that person tomorrow. I am this right now. I do what I can with what I have. You don't have to care about what people think about you. I used to be like, I will never do this. I will never do that. I will never get this. I will never. And look at me today, breaking all those rules, you know, because I want to, because I am not linear. I am like everything put together in one being and I'm trying to stabilize it all, you know. Is stabilize a word? Like balance it all? Yeah, anywho's, that's what I've had in mind lately, and I kind of wanted to remind that to myself whenever I'd like to hear it again, is that, yeah, I am who I make myself be. I create my own reality. I create my meaning. It's not meaning that is brought to me. I create my meaning. It is not personality that is brought to me. I create my personality. And therefore, there's not going to be anyone that will be the same as you, because you are your own personality. You have degrees of maybe this and that will be different from someone else, you know? So yeah. Keep that in mind and strive in this world keeping that in mind. And then you won't even think about being cringe, because if you're you, nothing is cringe. If it's, you know, if it's in what you think represents you and values you, why should it be cringe? Anyways, okay. I'm gonna let you on that, and sending you lots of love as always, sending you lots of hugs and serenity and peace and color. Please surround yourself with color, and yeah, see you in the next one. Ciao.